In this video, I'm going to be sharing the 5 events that I'm most looking forward to at the Aquatics GB Swimming Championships 2025. Now, this event is only 1 month away, where I'm super excited that we're finally getting to see some elite level swimming once more. It's been far too long since the last elite level competition, which off the top of my head, I think was World Championships short course back in December. Now, naturally, the exciting thing about this event is it is the World Championship qualifiers for all aspiring GB athletes for this year. And therefore, there's something on the line. Whereas this competition was used as the Olympic trials event, this year, of course, there being no Olympics, this is going to be for the World Championships. So maybe not quite as important as last year's event, but still some very exciting swimming to come, and therefore just why I wanted to share with you the 5 events that I'm most looking forward to. If you haven't met me before, I'm David Westcough, a Masters swimmer in Great Britain, where this Make Me Proud series is me sharing my attempts to become a better sprint swimmer and emulate my role model, Ben Proud, who swims the 50 meters free and butterfly. But otherwise, without any further ado, let's dive right in to my top 5 events that I'm most looking forward to at this competition. And the first, I'm going to combine the two, is the women's 8 and 1500 meters freestyle. And the reason for that is we had Emily Bloxage, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, come out of nowhere to take both of these events at last year's competition. She wasn't quite fast enough to get the Olympic qualifying times that was required for her to go to Paris 2024. Nonetheless, she was quite an exciting and upcoming swimmer in last year's competition, and therefore this year I'm super excited to see how far she has come along and whether she could be in tension for getting that World Championships qualifying time this year. So that is in at number 5, the women's 8 and 1500 meters freestyle. In at number 4 is the men's 50 meters freestyle, and the reason for that is that I can't do events that I'm most looking forward to without missing my role model, Ben Proud, which hopefully, he'll be competing in the 50 meters freestyle. Came away from Paris with a silver in this event, and therefore, once again, just super excited to see him compete in this race, see whether he's gotten any faster than his performance in Paris and that of last year. Obviously, as we're outside of an Olympic cycle, we're just in the first year of the new Olympic cycle rather, it's going to be unlikely that those performances will be replicated. But nonetheless, I'm super excited to see my favourite Team GB swimmer in action. Hence, in at number 4 is the men's 50 meters freestyle. Then in at number 3 is the women's 200 meters butterfly. And the reason why this one is so exciting in my eyes is because last year we had Kiana McInnes pip the reigning world champion Laura Stevens at the Olympic trials in this event last year, which was a little bit of a shock. So that one was quite an interesting event to see. Coming in, what is that? 0.13 seconds, beating Laura Stevens by 0.13 of a second in the qualification event last year. However, when that translated into the Olympics, Kiana unfortunately didn't quite make the cut for the final, coming 9th, just missing out, where Laura came 8th in the final. And therefore, I am expecting this event to be hotly contested once more. Can Kiana come out on top again? Can she get revenge for not beating Laura at Paris 2024? Who knows? But nonetheless, I think it's going to be an incredibly exciting event at these championships. Then in at number 2 is the women's 200 meters freestyle. And the reason for that is because I think we've potentially got a three-way race on our hands. Last year, this event was taken by Freya Colbert and was closely followed by Abby Wood, being less than half a second between each other. Both of those, I believe, going to Paris 2024. However, I think Freya Anderson is also going to be in the mix. If I remember correctly, last year she was unable to take part at this championships and qualify for Paris 2024 because of an illness. As a result, she was unable to compete. However, hoping that she's fit again once more and is going to be competing in this event, then I think that is going to make for an incredibly exciting lineup and three-way race between Freya, Abby, and the other Freya as well. So super excited for the women's 200 meters freestyle, which comes in at number 2. However, for me, there can be only one most eagerly anticipated event, and that is the men's 200 meters freestyle, because this event is so incredibly stacked from a Team GB perspective, where at last year's event, the reigning Olympic champion missed out on the opportunity to defend his title because he was pipped by 2 other swimmers. I am, of course, talking about Tom Dean, who was unable to defend his Olympic title, being beaten out in this event by both Duncan Scott and Matt Richards, who went on to go on and get 4th and a silver at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, respectively. To throw into that mix, we've also got James Guy as well. And so for me, this event is just going to be so hotly contested between these 4 swimmers if they are in the same form that they were last year. And as a result, I'm incredibly excited for it. Naturally, in the 4x200 meters freestyle at the Olympics, these guys came away with gold because they're just so incredibly in sync with their times. It's such a stacked event for Team GB, and hence the reason why this event comes in at number 1 for me. Now, at the start of the video, I lied and said I was going to give you 5 of my top events. However, there is one bonus event that I'm also incredibly looking forward to, and that is the men's 50 meters butterfly. And the reason for that is because my teammate Gareth Allen from East Leeds has qualified for the heats of this event. He's not too hopeful for making the finals. However, it's just incredibly exciting that a teammate of mine has qualified for these championships nonetheless, for world qualifiers, and therefore I'm just super excited to see how he gets on, and fingers crossed, if he doesn't make any of the finals, he at least comes away with a personal best, still improving at the age of 32. So it's incredibly fantastic watching him swim, and as a result, I'm just super excited to see him in action at this competition. That is it for today's video. Remember, for more swimming content, to follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel and Facebook page. If you're looking to swim faster on limited training time, head on over to westcough.com. But otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
For more swimming content, follow and subscribe. To swim faster on limited training time, head to westcough.com. Otherwise, see you in the next episode.